Jennifer and I flew over to the UK to spend some time with David while he was playing cricket over there. We enjoyed a scrumptious meal here, roast beef, Yorkshire pud, all washed down with a lovely mug of Guinness. Couldn't do better than that. Old Betts is up on the Ashworth Moor with great views over Rochdale and Manchester and Oldham.
Yeah, travelling around just on the moors.
During the week, Jen and I left David to his training and headed up to the lakes.
There's a little river, a little creek, which you can't see through the trees. Where are we coming to?
Constant
Water.
Constant Water.
And we're coming towards Hawkshead, aren't we?
Hawkshead. Where at? I don't know.
Up there, Ambleside.
Ambleside.
Not Keswick, Curlew. We've just bought ourselves 2 ice creams and it's cold.
Breathing.
We're at Keswick and we're beside Derwent Water. And it's actually sunny. It's quite a lovely day. I'll just zoom back. I've just gone across to an island on the other side of the water. It's really quite pretty. Over there is where Keswick is, somewhere over the hill. Wonder what they're fishing for. Or if they're fishing.
Fish.
No, they must be just going over there to land. It's one of the lake cruise boats. I'm beginning to wish we'd gone on it. It looks like it'd be great fun. Cruising along the Derwent Water.
Here are some more sheep. And we're still at Keswick. On the road to Glasgow. We can't pass this silly truck.
This is Loch Lomond at about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Quite a nifty little boat. That jetty there belongs to a farmhouse that has a warning about a watchdog, so I'm not going down there.
We're just at Loch Lomond and we just spotted a couple of bunny rabbits. Thought that might be interesting. Here we are at Loch Lomond, and we're at our bed and breakfast area. This is the castle sort of thing. I'm just going to scan the lake.
We've just left our overnight stop at Tarbath, or whatever it was called, on Loch Lomond. Gone past Loch Long, and now we're heading through a pass over to Inverary, and it's raining and I'm getting very wet. This is so pretty. I had to get out and film it. The hills are all misted because it is raining, but it gives it so much atmosphere, it's just glorious. photo of this one too, just the mist rolling over the hill. Just what it's like. Okay, it's the 29th of June. And we've come around from where I was getting rained on before. And we're around going past a lake called Loch Finn, F-Y-N-N-E. They probably say Finny or something. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to park further back because of the trees. But all down that hill over there, little rivulets and waterfalls are pouring off the top and running down, because it gives the place such a character and an atmosphere with the mist on the hill. And the white horses on the water. Such a contrast to yesterday, which was so sunny and beautiful. There's a little place, there are little houses dotted all around, of course.
Inverary. Inverary, sorry. We're going over the Sill Bridge, and very soon, on our right, there should be a castle. Where is it? There it is. That's just a house, sort of castle thing. Here's a castle. It's all ruined. Looks as if it's been burnt or something. And just over here is the waterfall just above the tree. Goes all the way out the mountain.
Just look to your left. You can't really see because of the bridge.
This is a bridge, as you can't already tell.
You're going too fast. We're just north of Fort William, heading up for Loch Ness, and we've come across some snow on the hills.
This is, yes indeed, Loch Ness. Here we are, at the side of the road, and just right near Loch Ness, and here are some Highland cattle, we think they're called. We're at the side of the road again, and here is what we call Yellow Brew.
Cromarty Firth. And we've seen these in the distance. I'm not quite sure if they're all rigs or not. They look like they could be. A bit hard to see, a bit hard to hold this still.
This is Loch Shinn in Larg, where we are right now. And that is the hotel where we stayed. Very expensive. And that's on the shore of Loch Shinn. And here is a lovely bed of lupins.
Right, we're crossing from Leg up to Tongue over very bleak moorland sort of country. Single lane road with passing bays everywhere. It's windy and it's bleak, but it's really rather quite spectacular scenery just the same. Sheep everywhere, of course. We've got to duck the sheep as well as the traffic. To the loch. We're now at a place called Tongue, and there's the Tongue Hotel just to prove it. This is at the top of Scotland, and it's not highly populated. We've been travelling for miles on empty looking for petrol. We're very pleased to find it here, even if it was nearly 60 pence a litre going. Round the headlands a bit from Tongue, and we've come to a place called Coldbackie, and it's quite pretty. Oh, and I just heard some thunder. Sign, just in case you thought I was having you on. We're heading down that road for John O'Groats, somewhere about 48 miles up maybe more. Well, we've made it to John O'Groats. And this here claims to be the last house. Well, I've read somewhere else that John O'Groats isn't actually the furthest part north of England after all, but anyway, it'll do us. Up on the headland over there is quite an impressive hotel.
Right now we're on the A9 to Inverness. Oh.
We're staying in Broadway in the Cotswolds, and we're in a fantastic old stone hotel called the Broadway Hotel. That's out the side of the window with me hanging out the door. Can't really see very much because of the buildings around. We'll go out in the street. This is the front of the hotel we're staying at. Can't get far enough back. Beautiful little place. David wouldn't fit in here, the ceilings are far too low. Typical. I'll get back further in a minute and see if I can get a better view of it. It's across the road. There's the sign. It says where we are. Very hard. It's tucked in behind the trees. And our room is right up the top. One last attempt at filming this elusive hotel that we're staying at. I think I've got the best angle now. I should have come here first. And this Cotswolds Lower Slaughter. I was just taken by those white roses over there. I'm walking along the Warden's Way on Lower Slaughter. I guess that's the slaughter there, the river. Nice little stone bridge up here. No, I can't go across. I was going to go across. Obviously not safe and it's all wet and slippery. We're just west of St David's, and this is the first view we've had of unimpeded coastline. We've come to Solva on the advice of someone at the B&B we stayed at last night. The tide's right out, so maybe it's more eye-catching when the tide's up. We've had to walk a fair distance down the little harbour, almost to where it goes out to sea, as you can see through there, before we can find very many boats floating. I'll just go back and show you that there's a lot of boats that are high and dry. There's the little village of Solva. Right on the end. Nothing more, nothing less. No, it's not much, is it? Just a little village on the end of a very empty bay with lots of boats that are grounded. You couldn't get very far this morning.
Probably because they're all tied up.
They're also out of water. Right, we're finally made St David's. And surrounding the cathedral are the ruins of what was once obviously, I suppose, the St David's Monastery. I'll learn more about it when I go in. It's an enormous complex. Over there's the bulk of the ruins of the old monastery. box here is reputed to hold the remains of St. David. Stone ceiling in this little chapel as well. Of course, obviously, at the working end of Fishguard, this is really very pretty. Coastal walks all around here. I wish we had another 10 weeks, we could go walking everywhere. And there's the ferry. Goes across to Ireland. I've just gone along the path a little way, haven't got time to go any further. There's the fort down there, or an old one. Between Fishguard and Cardigan, and we've come to a site, a burial chamber site.
This is the Oakley Arms Hotel. We stayed last night here. It's in Blaenau Festignon.
We're in Slate Country, on the way to Betws-y-Coed from Dolgethra, and this is what we're driving through.